come to this point, after rejoicing in the best films of the year, we are now going to shit and pull out the stops on these shitty ass things that call themselves movies and that share the screen with other things that were magnificent. Now, a few disclaimers, just like in the past video. I didn't see every single movie this year, in spite of seeing 167 movies. Holy shit! Disclaimer number 2. If you like any of these movies, that's awesome. Enjoy them, love them. Like I always say, never apologize for anything you love. I hated these movies. I don't like them one bit. That's why they are in this list. But if you love them, and never apologize for it. And now disclaimer number 3, just like in the last video, just like in every single review that you see from me or any other reviewer in the YouTubes, this is subjective. This is my opinion. I'm here to share it with you, not force you to think like me. I will never ever do that. I don't usually do dishonorable or honorable mentions. It's just something that I really don't kind of like to do, but here are some films that deserve to be shouted out because of how shitty they are. 2 of these movies are only in the dishonorable mention section because I didn't actually review them. Had I reviewed them, they would be on the top 10. And they are 9 Lives and Max Steel. I watched these 2 later last year. In fact, I think I saw them on the 31st of December. Don't watch them. Stay the fuck away from these movies. By the way, this will be very uncensored. Stay the hell away from these shitty ass pieces of 90-minute torture because they fucking suck. Another dishonorable mention is Manhattan Night. It's noir done absolutely wrong, absolutely butchered. This has nothing to enjoy. This has 2 likable actors that are here to collect a paycheck, and I don't even think they cared about this paycheck. So there you go. And the last dishonorable mention is Purge Election Year. It's just laughable at how bad this film is. It's worse than the first one. It's worse than the second one, which was actually enjoyable. Stay the fuck away from all these. And now for the list you all want to see. Collide is a movie that I watched near the end of the year. It was supposed to come out in October. It was delayed until February, this coming February, and then it came out silently on VOD because nobody cares to watch this, because this has good actors, and I believe this movie must have been shot a few years ago because none of these actors right now, maybe except Ben Kingsley, would have signed on for such a shitty piece of action piece. Everything is wrong about this movie. These actors don't care. They're here being professional, but that's it. If you want to enjoy these actors and their talents, watch any other good film with them. Please, watch Westworld with Anthony Hopkins, watch Rogue One or Monster Calls with Felicity Jones. Don't watch this piece of crap. Criminal is a movie that is stapled to happen every single year. We get a huge cast with huge names of great actors, and then it turns to shit. This is Kevin Costner having a joyride, enjoying every beat of scenes he has in this movie, just chewing up the scenery, and it's gleefully laughable. And that's the only enjoyable thing about this film, because everything else is just shitty and irritating. Ryan Reynolds is wasted. Gal Gadot, not the best actress in the world, but still she's wasted. Gary Oldman, he's wasted. I actually think they're wasted in this movie, like they drank a bottle of vodka, each one of them, and they went wasted into this film, because none of them matter, and none of them pull off their great talents in this movie. Not the script, not the direction, not anything. There's bad lighting all over the place in this shit. It sucks. A traitor of our own. Once again, great actors are wasted on a shitty premise, pulled off in a shitty way, with shitty lighting all over this place. And the person who directed this, it's not anything against that person, but this person shouldn't direct a crime movie because they understand nothing of rising tension. They understand nothing of shooting around action sequences. And clearly after watching this, they understand nothing of lighting a set. How shitty is the lighting in this film? What the fuck happened? This is based on a book by the great Jean Le Carré, and it fucking sucks. How badly do you have to screw things up to butcher a premise by Jean Le Carré, one of the great crime novelists ever? Free State Lady Jones is a movie that starts off pretty nicely, pretty standard, and then it just delves into nothingness because this movie had no direction. This is Matthew McConaughey trying his best to continue the reconnaissance, and apparently from what I'm hearing of Gold, it is dying out, friends. Matthew McConaughey, he's playing a generic ass role. This is every bit of the protagonist you see in every war drama. It tries to be relevant with what it has to say about racism at the time. And for the moments that they display it on screen, it is impactful, but by the end of it, you forget it because you've seen it a million times. It's generic and boring. And I wouldn't be surprised if half the people that were with me in the theater when I watched this fell asleep. I wouldn't blame them. This movie is like you hearing your history teacher teaching in class, reading word by word what is in a textbook. You don't care. You will never care. You will fall asleep because this class is happening at 9 a.m. in the morning. At least to me, that's how it usually happened. And it fucking sucks. This movie had no point to make. It had no point to make. And whenever a movie has no point to make, clearly shows no direction and clearly boredom from everyone behind the cameras and not only the audience. Shannon is a movie that wastes Naomi Watts. It's a movie that wastes Jacob Tremblay. It's a movie that wastes, I apologize for forgetting his name, the kid from Stranger Things. This is full of the most cliche things about horror films ever. It looked like a made-for-TV film. It is boring. There's nothing engaging about it. The twist completely destroys any foundation that the movie didn't have, but could have had until the point where the twist is revealed. It makes no sense. It is fucking stupid, and it is actually insulting to the intelligence of an audience. Allegiant. Yes, it is number 5. It is that high on this list. And look, I would tell them to give up on this franchise, but clearly they have already because they want to make it into a TV show. But the actors don't want to be on the TV show. And the fans of this franchise, of the movie franchise, are even more annoyed than I am at this movie because they want to make it into a TV movie. Look, Miles Teller, he's a talented actor, but he's not like he's in a bunch of movies every single year, and he never wanted to be on this. Right on the first Comic-Con after the first movie came out, he said it in the panel. He doesn't want to be in this piece of shit. And the fans, look, my beautiful geekies, I talk to a lot of you all the time. And you guys are fans of the books, and you were fans of the first movie, and you are as irritated as I am because of what this franchise has done movie-wise. And I cannot blame you. I never read the books, but this movie is shitty nonetheless. It doesn't matter how good you are being faithful to a story in a previously established franchise or source material if you don't have a good story or a good execution of said story. Everyone is bored in this film. Naomi Watts! Holy shit, here's Naomi Watts again. She doesn't care. And Jeff Bridges is a character that is so annoying. His plan makes absolutely no sense. In this movie, they can't tell you a story because every single movie starts the same way the previous one started and it ends the same way the previous one ended, and it makes no sense midway through. If you want to make good Divergent movies, pick up the books, make it into a TV show, and the fans will rejoice. I will not watch it. I honestly don't care, but I know a lot of you guys care, and I want you guys to enjoy your source material being put into film or TV form. I want you guys to enjoy it, but this is shit! This is shit! It sucks! Fucking sucks! Mechanic Resurrection. Look, there's one reason I wanted to watch this movie, and that was Jason Statham kicking ass. Jason Statham can do anything. I will enjoy him. He can be in shitty movies, as he has been all over the years, and he will be good in it, and I will enjoy him. This movie, not only is it shitty with a forced romance that you care nothing about, but then they don't let you watch Jason Statham in action because the camera is close up to his abdomen or something. I don't know. I couldn't clearly see what was going on. And then they don't let me watch Jason Statham pull off a great action sequence. Jason Statham can do action on his own. Fuck sake. It's Jason fucking Statham. Are you fucking shitting me? And besides that, I don't even care for the Mechanic Now franchise. I don't care for it. I didn't enjoy the first movie that much, but watching this made me appreciate that first movie a whole lot more, my beautiful geekies. Let me tell you that. Everything about this movie is forced, from the plan that the villain has to force Jason Statham into kidnapping his girlfriend and then going into this prison and then going to this other guy who lives up high in a hotel and then going to kill Tommy Lee Jones. Everything is forced in here. What the fuck? There are so many stupid things in this movie that make no sense, even for this movie's logic. I mean, you have to suspend disbelief at some point, but this is beyond fucking stupid. Mechanic Resurrection sucks. It sucks in every single way. It sucks for not being a good movie. It sucks for not being a good action movie. It sucks for not being enjoyable, having no charm to it. And it sucks for not letting me watch my boy Jason Statham pull off an awesome action scene. This movie sucks. I'm Jason Bloody Statham, and this movie sucks. I hate having to make it, and I'm going to do Expendables 4. I'm Jason Statham. Masterminds fails at everything. It fails at being a comedy, and it fails at being so bad that it's good. It fails. It is boring. It is annoying. It is irritating. None of these characters are likable. Everyone in this movie is fucking annoying. They are fucking detestable people, and especially because this was based on a true story, it could have worked to wonders, but it doesn't. Zach Galifianakis is not good. Kristen Wiig is not good. Owen Wilson is not good. Jason Sudeikis is not good. Everyone is so fucking awful. Every actor, every character, every direction this movie took, every piece of writing material in this movie was shat on, and then it was written with shit ink. Yes, ink made of shit is what wrote this movie, and it clearly shows. Independence Day Resurgence. Why is it so bad? Because it's not hard to make Independence Day. Independence Day will be on no one's top 100 films of all time. Independence Day is a fun, cheesy ass, action-packed film with people punching aliens in the face and saying welcome to Earth, and then you have a guy who flies his ship and sacrifices himself in the name of the United States of America and has one of the greatest speech of all time by President Whitmore.
And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
You, Independence Day Resurgence, for having none of the charm, none of the charisma, none of the good action, none of the good characters. Everyone is so fucking bland in this movie. Yes, Jeff Goldblum is back. Guess what? Doesn't matter. He's here doing nothing. President Whitmore is back. Guess what? Doesn't matter, because he's here to give a boring-ass speech. And his speech in here pales in comparison to a 50-cent version of his speech from the original movie. And what's worse about this movie is that it destroys much of the magic that the first movie has. And then you have that stupid Siri alien who comes in midway through the movie and destroys any of the enjoyment that I was not already having. And then in the end, they set up a sequel, and it is so fucking offensive to any fans of the original film. I don't want to see these people back. Please, God willing, we will not see a sequel to this piece of shitty alien ass boring vomit crap. Urge. Nobody else watched this movie. Lucky everyone else. I watched it. I suffered through it. I had to watch Pierce Brosnan laughing his ass off on screen every time he came on, and it sucks. It is offensive. It is offensive how this movie can call itself that. A movie. How it can call itself a narrative. How it can call itself a story. Because it isn't. Everyone is out of their game in this movie. Justin Chatwin. Yeah, the guy who played Goku in Dragon Ball Evolution. He played the Ghost in the latest Doctor Who Christmas special. He was good in that. I don't care for how good he was in that Doctor Who Christmas special. And here, he sucks. Pierce Brosnan, he sucks. Everyone else sucks. Everything sucks. This movie starts out, these people, gorgeous people, handsome people, good-looking people, sexy people, going to this island, to this fancy house, then they go to this party, then they try this new drug that gives them all the sex appeal and the sex urge, get it? And then they start becoming violent, and it makes no fucking sense, because by the end of this movie, and yes, I'm going to spoil this movie because I don't want you guys to ever watch this vomit piece of crap. This becomes a thing about God and the devil, and they want people to show their true selves, and blah 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 blah. And then turns out, Pierce Brosnan was never real. Well, if he wasn't real, then who gave the drugs to Justin Chatwin in the first place? I hate everything about this. I hate what it did to the actors, to anyone behind the cameras who might not ever get work because of this piece of crap. If you go to IMDb, there's no one credited with the writing of this movie. I can't play them. I can't tell the people to put their names on this because I wouldn't put my name on this myself. Fuck putting my name in this piece of ass script. I can't even call it that. It is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever watched in my entire life. This is the definition of puke cinema. Whew! That took the breath out of me. And that is the last time we are going to talk about these pieces of ass scrap. It is over. It is done. I endured these things for 90 minutes, 2 hours, whatever. I then endured making a review about them, and now I endured making this video for you to hopefully make you geekies avoid this shit at all costs. And that is done for 2016, my beautiful geekies. I had the best movies named earlier today. If you have not checked that out, please go and check that out on the channel. I'll also leave a link for that at the end of this video. And tomorrow I'll give you my most anticipated films of 2017 right here, so I hope to see you there. Let me know what are some of the worst movies you watched this year. What are some of those things that you want people to actively avoid and to not watch? Did I miss anything out? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to start leaving questions for the hashtag Silence Q&A, because I'm actually watching Silence next Wednesday. That is right. I'll bring you a review right then and there. And then on the next Saturday, I'll bring you the Q&A, answering all the questions you have for me, and of course, give some prizes away, and you might win something if you ask. Thank you so much, my beautiful geekies. Everything, the support, the comments I got on my best of the year video, they were awesome. I love talking to you guys. You guys are the freaking best. Thank you all so much, truly. And of course, I will see you tomorrow. You stay beautiful. You stay geeky. Shit!